for book one. We are in chapter two, and this is definitely a book for kids. In fact, if you look at the AR book finder level, book level, this I think it's in the mid fifth grade level. So let's go ahead and read some additional events that happen in the dive in chapter two. Dr. Geoffrey Gallagher raised his pointer to the bleached skeleton mounted on the wall beside his desk. The gaping jaws of a gray white shark measuring 3 feet across. We see that the teeth are serrated. Poseidon's director lectured to the red light of the video camera that was trained on him and angled distinctively inward so that each bite directs the prey down the gullet. Carcharodon carcharias has been called nature's perfect predator, the apex of the ocean's food chain. And from personal experience, I can attest to that fact. He tapped a razor sharp tooth with a crack like a rifle shot. The upper jaw fell shut to the lower, snapping the pointer cleanly in two. Dr. Gallagher jumped back with a very unmatched shriek. Cut! Roared the cameraman, doubled over with laughter. There was a knock at the door. Later, called the Gallagher, fumbling around for another pointer. So, what do you think so far of this book? What are some of the things that you think that are going to happen as we continue to read in this story? Let's find out what's going to happen with the characters that are involved in chapter 2. The knock came again, this time louder and more insistent. Not now, the door opened, and in marched Bobby Kaczynski, Dante Lewis, Adriana Bayantine, and Starling. At first, Gallagher had absolutely no idea who the four teenagers were. St. Luke was not a major tourist island like Martinique or Aruba. So the only kids around were locals. Then he remembered the summer internships. Oh, those kids, he had begged the head office in San Diego to place them somewhere else, but no. It had to be here. Poseidon had even sent a team from California to run the program. Tad Cutter and his crew. Welcome, he beamed, hiding the broken pointer pieces under some papers on his desk. This is going to be a very exciting summer for you, young people. I'm sure you'll be participating in a lot of important research. They waited as if for more detail. He stared at them, willing then go away. Finally, Star stepped forward. But Dr. Gallagher, what do we do? Poseidon St. Luke is a tremendously busy place. Gallagher explained with dozens of different projects all going on at the same time. I mean, now, she persisted. What do we do today? Gallagher was taken aback. Well, what does Mr. Cutter say? Gallagher was taken aback. Well, what does, and we haven't seen him since yesterday. Supply Kaz. Since yesterday, the director was completely mystified. The silent man in the room, gray hair and stocky, had been laughing or lounging on the couch, observing that videotaping with some amusement. Brodem Vanover was one of the several ship's captains who worked for Poseidon. He spoke up now. Cutter and his crew went out a first light on Bill Hamilton's boat. The director's voice was shrill with frustration. Why didn't they take these kids? That's the whole reason Cutter's people are here. Without the kids, what are they doing? Sunbathing? He spied the videographer watching with interest and fell silent. Jacques Cousteau never had a tantrum when the camera was on him. Captain Vanover stood up. He had no official connection with the internship program, but he felt bad for the 14s. It was fairly obvious Cutter was ignoring them. Tell you what, I'll grab English and take them out to get their feet wet. Gallagher looked pathetically grateful. Great, great. Did you kids hear that? You're diving today. He put his arm around the shoulders of the girl with a limp. And I'm sure you'll make an excellent tender while the others are in the water. Star's eyes flashed. It was obvious to everyone in the room except the director that he had said very much the wrong thing. She was about to speak, was already opening her mouth when Cass jumped into the fray. Star's a diver like us, Dr. Gallagher, he said quickly. In fact, she's the best we've got. Yes, of course, Gallagher mumbled, and busy himself with resetting the upper portion of the gray white jaws. He very nearly sacrificed a finger on the thing's slam shut again. It was on the gravel path that led to the guest cabins. The star turned on the big hockey player. Where do you get off fighting my battles for me? She demanded. When I've got something to say, I say it myself. Yeah, well, maybe that's the problem, Cass retorted. If you call Gallagher an idiot, which he is, by the way, so you would have been a one right, you could have gotten the head of the whole institute mad at us. I wasn't protecting you, I was protecting me. Even so, she muttered, mind your own business. Count on it, he assured her. Hey, said Dante, we're getting a chance to do something. Let's not blow it. And that is the end of chapter 2. So we're going to stop here and we're going to continue next. And let's try to predict, try to guess what do you think is going to happen with Star, Dante, Captain Vanover, and all this, there are four divers, Cass, Dante, and Adriana. Try to think, what do you think is going to happen next in chapter 3? So we'll tune in for the continuation of Dive, the Discovery. I hope you're enjoying this book. I think that is a nice recreational reading book. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend.